Hi there, it's another episode of the Daily V with Dr. Jack B. I am Dr. Jack Belitz, your host on this exciting adventure towards health that we are discovering here. Today, our topic is going to be diabetes. I know it's not something that you expect from a chiropractor necessarily. Most people think of chiropractors as back pain, headaches, maybe some neck pain. But we do a lot of work with the diabetes idea here in the office. And it's simply because it is such an incredibly terrible problem that is very, well, at least for the most part, stoppable. I mean, you can avoid this issue. And it's not that hard. Just drives me crazy because people don't understand what's going on because this information is not out there. And I want to at least be one of the big voices out there so that we can get this information out and help people change their lives. Because I don't know about you, but I sure as heck don't want to be taking an insulin shot the rest of my life and pricking my finger multiple times a day just to see if I'm going to need something. I hate needles. Let's get back to diabetes. There's a couple different types of diabetes. I get that, and there is some diabetes that you can't avoid, and I totally understand that. And that's not the type of thing we're necessarily dealing with. Although a lot of the ideas and things that we do here in the office can really help lower your need for insulin and things like that. But what I'm looking for and what I get my most joy of is helping people avoid getting diabetes, getting the people that are pre-diabetic, or even the people that are just have a strong possibility of getting diabetes, and changing things early enough so they don't even come close to getting that diagnosis. And that's what's so exciting. There's a couple of important concepts. The first one is insulin resistance. That is a big thing. And basically, a person who is insulin resistant is putting so much stress on their poor pancreas that eventually, in the end, it just gives up and it can't go on any farther. Most of that stress comes from the food that we eat. And it's just as simple as that. Now, not everybody is affected by this. There are people that can go out and eat the worst foods in the world and will never come close to diabetes. And people like me say, what the heck? Why can't I do that? There's things that I can do that they can't. And so I just have to take the good with the bad with the body I have. But if I learn the rules like I have, my idea is I'm never going to have to be strapped with having to deal with this in the future because I'm keeping my pancreas from having to overproduce insulin, and hopefully it will be able to survive long into my later years of life. So how do you know if you have a potential of being insulin resistant? Well, there are tests that you can do. But I'll tell you what, one of the big easy ways to figure that out is just to observe your body. If you are the type of person that when you gain weight, you gain it in your belly, there's a really good chance that you have a very strong potential of insulin resistance being big in your life, and therefore pre-diabetes is around the corner, if it isn't in your life right now, which is a strong possibility that you're going to go into a diabetic type of diagnosis. So that's one way that you can kind of analyze things. And if that is an issue with you, you can do a couple things. You can choose to get tested more, but let's face it, some of the tests aren't going to pick things up that quickly if you don't have any major things. Or you can look at your life, change your diet for a couple weeks, and if you notice some differences and you start feeling better, then maybe that's enough for you to realize that, wow, I need to change some things in my life right now. So that's what my goal is with with this particular first introductory video to the diabetes diagnosis, look at your body weight. If you do gain weight in your belly, give us a call, 402-333-4848. Let me kind of help you through this and maybe consult with you and see if we have to worry about them. And if we do, then let's figure out how to eat properly. And it's really not that hard. And maybe it'll make a huge difference in the rest of your life. Okay, that's it for this episode of the Daily V of Dr. Jack Bee. I am Dr. Jack Beelet's chiropractor in Omaha, not here to give medical advice, but to help you with information so that you can make informed decisions for your individual life. Have a beautiful and healthy day. And the phone number, 402-333-4848.